Hi, I'm Dr. Arjun Khalsa. Thank you so much for joining us today. I've helped heal myself and hundreds of others through lifestyle changes, and that being diet, exercise, breath, yoga, and just lots of little things we have to offer you. So again, thank you for joining us. And I want to just start off with a story about one of my favorite clients. I love all my clients, but I have one story in particular that I like to share with people because I feel like it's an inspiration for a lot of people to feel like there is something you can do when you feel like you've tried things and nothing is working. So I want to talk with you about Suzanne. She is a client of mine who came in, and she came in reluctantly because she was one of those people who was dealing with an autoimmune disorder and she was not doing well. She was under her doctor's care and taking the medication for scleroderma. And if you don't know what scleroderma is, it is an autoimmune disease where all of the tissues in the body, they thicken. So that is your ligaments, your tendons, your muscles. They start getting thicker and bigger and more dense. So it becomes harder to move. Bodies become very stiff. It becomes hard to breathe. The heart eventually slows down and dysfunctions. So with her, at the time she was about 38 years old when she came to see me, and her friends were clients of mine, and they encouraged her very strongly to come see me and to see what I could do for her. And when she came in, again, she really didn't want to be there. And we talked for a little while, and she was at a point where she didn't know if she was going to be able to make it to see her kids graduate from high school. And chores at home were difficult. She couldn't do laundry. She wasn't able to mop the floor, and work was really difficult. She is actually a teacher, and she works with special ed kids, and she loves her job. And if you meet this lady, she's a wonderful human being, and for her to not be able to work with her kids was very, very sad for her. So what I asked her to do that first visit that we had was for her to stop eating wheat and to go out and get this book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. So I didn't see her for about a week and a half, and when she came in, so when I originally saw her, it was a Monday, and she came in the following Wednesday, so about 10 days later. And she came in with this really big smile on her face, and she had tears in her eyes, and she said, "Arjun, I went out and got that book at the library that same night. I followed it completely. I got off wheat, and I did that for about 5 days. And then I went to my doctor on Saturday morning, and I had 10 vials of blood taken, which is, I guess, what they normally do in her case because of her autoimmune disease. And she had gone back to her doctor that morning, the same morning I saw her on that Wednesday, to get the results of her blood work. And the most amazing thing that she had heard was that she had no antibodies at all to the scleroderma. She had a completely negative test, which was the first one she had had in 2 years. And at that point, I was actually crying too, because she was so happy and so relieved, and she was feeling better. And at that point, she said, "Arjun, now I'm going to be able to see my kids graduate. I can go back to work, and I can feel happy about what I'm doing." And she said, "My pain's starting to go away." And subsequently, she was coming in once a week after that, and every week she'd come in and tell me something new. One week she said, "I can mop my floor now." And the next week she said, "I'm doing laundry now." And after about 2 months of her following this diet, she came in with her daughter, who was 13 at the time, and she actually said, "We rearranged her room today. We moved all of her furniture around." And at this point, it wasn't even a big deal for her anymore. She told me she was excited about it, but to her now, her life had completely changed. So what she wasn't able to do 3 months prior, she was doing like it was no big deal. And I don't see Suzanne much anymore. She's on her way. She sticks to her diet. And I saw her last year outside of Starbucks, and she said, "Arjun, I've got my coconut creamer here, her steamer." And so she's still staying on her diet, and she's doing fantastic. So again, I wanted to share this with you because it was such a huge change in this woman's life. She turned her life around, and she did it through diet. I did work on her. I adjusted her while we were working, but she mostly did it through her diet and her lifestyle changes. She made it a priority, and she's changed her life around. I love to use this story because I want to let you know that it is doable, that you are able to make these changes on your own For all of you who have been looking for changes, who are tired of what you've been doing because it's not working, there are opportunities for you and there are possibilities. So I'm going to share those with you today. And for those of you who are looking for long-term changes in your health, for those people who want to start habits that are going to take you 10, 20 years down the road on your health journey, this class is also for you. Those people who want to create habits that are going to become part of their lives. This is not a course for a quick fix. This is a course for people who really want to make big changes in their life over a long period of time. Here's what we've created for you. A course to help you decrease pain and inflammation, increase your energy and mental focus, help with your sleep, and help launch you into the life that you envision for yourself.